Welcome to the Garnet B. Rickard Recreation Complex for some Saturday afternoon action for the under 10 AAA Toros taking on the Whitby Wildcats. This will be our first of two games for MJ Broadcasting today. A little bit later on, we'll have the under 14 AAA Oshawa Generals taking on Markham, but take care of the afternoon action first here at the Rickard on Pad B. The last time these two teams played was up in Whitby and they tied it 3-3. Here comes the first puck possession here for Whitby. Taken away as they get this opportunity to bring it in from Osborne. Swept away off his stick by Aiken. Lead pass was knocked down there by the Toros in their own end. Starting goaltenders, Callan-Dew at one end for your Toros, and it'll be number 31, Chun, in goal for Whitby. That's off to the right side here for a chance for Whitby to get that in front of the net. Slaughter, that goes over the stick there from the slot for that opportunity, and here come the Toros back up the other way, leading that in as he dumps it past Aiken, and Bruno gets it over here to the other side now for Waters. Around the boards, they're trying to get that out. That's not going to work. Trying to get this first shot on Chun. That pass out in front is tipped away out of the reach of Hoare. Lead pass by Brund, and that leads to an opportunity here for Whitby, but it's going to roll right on net. He didn't accept the pass to be able to walk in all alone. Here comes a chance to try and get this out. Taken away off his stick here by number 7 off to the corner. Back here to the line, trying to take a shot through a screen was Ray as that gets knocked down. Trying to find that loose puck off on the left side. Good job there to hold that in at the blue line and keep it in the offensive end for Whitby as Kutu's over there to try and get the puck free out of that corner. Here comes a chance to try and get this out in front. Going to try for the backhand right on goal. Fanned on the first shot. Gets another one to the side, and that one just whistled wide from the side of the goal on the one-timer. Trying to get this out of his own end on the backhand. Again kept in by Whitby, but the shot was bounced in wide of the goal. From behind the net now. There's a trip in behind the goal. No penalty on the play. Game keeps going, kept in there by number 4 right on goal. That's going wide. Gavin Laton picking up the loose puck from behind the net. Off the backhand boards, fires it around. Trying to tip this out of his own end there was Scullion. And that gets knocked down again by Whitby, who are keeping offensive pressure on, just not getting any shots to the net yet. That was Kutu turning it over there at center, and here comes a chance to bring it in. Here's a quick shot. There's the first save of the day for Callan-Dew right into the glove hand. There's a face-off that's in the Toros end, just off to the left of Dew to try and get this around the boards for an opportunity to lead it in. They got a man going to the front with a pass over here to the other side for Risberger. Risberger couldn't get to the front of the net as he tried for a pass there for Christensen, but Risberger's still in there to try and get it free. He gets it back there for Christensen, who walks it out and can't stuff it in from the side. Good job there by Dern, who got his stick on it. Didn't let him stuff it in from the side of the net. They're looking for this lead pass up through center there for number 12. First one trying to go back there was Poposky in behind his own goal. Trying to get this out of his own end. Here comes another opportunity here from their own zone. It goes back in behind the net. Wrapped around the boards here for Risberger. From that right side, Risberger tried to get it up, and he goes tape to tape as they're trying to bring it in. He comes up over the line here trying to take the shot. It was Christensen who tried to get away, taken off his stick there, though by Dern. Dern with some good defensive plays here in this shift. Now he goes off, and Christensen stays on the ice for the Toros to try and lead in for some offensive damage. Walks it behind the net, sets it up in front, and they can't convert. Here comes another opportunity to clear, and they can't do it. Aiken comes back in his own end. He's getting pressured on there by Crowley. Lead pass there for Petrovic was tipped off his stick. Petrovic is going to get this again on the other side. They're trying to get around the defender in behind the goal. Puts it in behind the net where the Toros take advantage of it. They're going to look for some open ice here and lead this in. Lead pass over there for Ethan Osborne with over his stick. Osborne's going to try and be the first one here into the corner and take Waters off the puck. He's getting some help with Bennett Poposky to try and dig the puck free, and here comes a chance. Rednicki a shot just wide over the glove hand of Chun. Around the board, it gets kept in there by the Toros. Another shot on goal that's not going to make it through. Osborne will pick it up. He'll set it up in front, but there's nobody there. But a Navy sweater for Whitby, but can't clear it. Here's a shot on goal as that shot by Hodgins went wide of the net. Trying to jam it in from the side of the goal. They can't do that. Here comes another chance. Good job again by Hodgins, who was able to hold that in, but now Petrovic will get rid of it. Lead pass up through center, trying to get through. Good defensive play to come back and bump him off the puck. Not let him get around him for a odd man advantage. Here comes a chance to move it over here, though. Here's a shot that got blocked and off to the right side. Right in front of the net. That's nobody there to take that pass. Trying for the wraparound this time, and it's stuck in behind the net. Trying for the wraparound the other way, and this time Callandou got his pad down to make the save. Toros are trying to get a whistle here, but Whitby's keeping the play alive. Good job to get around by Ray, who shot on net. It stopped, and the rebound is sitting right there. He can't convert from the side of the goal. The initial shot by Ray was stopped by Dew, but couldn't get capitalized at the front of the net. Waters, from his own end, puts the brakes on nicely as he sees the Toros off on a change. He tries to find some open ice with that pass over the stick. Around the boards that goes. Waters is going to try and keep it in again. Here comes a shot that hit a toe right in front of hit Jace Couture and went off behind the net. Around the boards, they try and get this out from their own end. Late pass for Couture as he tries to bring it in with some nice stick handling work. That's going to be offside, but that did just stay onside. Thought that was an offside there to Couture, but play stays alive and gets cripped out there by Crab, and Laton is going back there, but it's going to be for icing. Face-off is won by Whitby in their own end. Going to look for the pass for DeCapire. Here comes another chance. Back in behind the net. Darren tried to fire this around here for DeCapire to try and dig that puck free. Here comes a chance. They can't get one to the front of the net. There's the first stop. As that got stopped by Chun. I believe that's the first shot he stopped here in the game. Here comes the pass now for DeCapire. DeCapire gets the opportunity to dump this in, and that gets knocked down. Dern comes back in his own end now. We'll get it over here to the other side as he looks. The other pass there for Dern was out of his reach, but it's going to come over here for DeCapire to try and get it out of his own end. Late pass for Crab as he tries to find an open lane. That got dropped there, and he gets it back again. Crab is going off to that corner to try and start things here for Whitby and spin away from Chase Griffin in the corner. Taken away there by the Toros out of their own end. Almost 2 minutes left to go here in a scoreless first period. Whitby has had the main advantage in offensive time, but haven't had many shots to the net on Callandou, and the Toros, I believe, have one that Chun stopped a couple minutes ago. Face-off is going to be coming off to the right of Callandou in the Toros end. And it's a scramble draw to get that puck out. And it's over here for Risbridger, who goes for that pass up through center. Knocked down here from center ice. Good moves there as he flips it deep back in behind the goal by Aiken. In behind the net that goes. Wrapped around the other side here to try and get it back here to the line. It's a 2-on-1 there over for the Toros advantage to try and take the puck away. Griffin is in there as well to try and get it free. He's trying to take his man down and get that free puck. Here comes a shot from the line. It's going to get right to the front of the goal. Big save and a rebound also. I don't know if it hit the right pad there of Callandou, but he was down, and if he got a piece of that, that's one of his bigger saves of the game so far. That shot from the line was knocked down, and back they come the other way. Here comes a chance to bring it in. Stays onside. Here's the pass, and Christensen can't get his backhand through to the front of the net. That goes over the stick of Griffin from the side. Back in their own end. Griffin's going to have to hustle. He's got a decazer on him. Here comes a chance to try and dump it in by Risbridger. McNeil is in there for Whitby to try and dig the puck free. Here comes a chance for the Toros to bring it in. Let in by Hodgins with a shot on net that gets stopped there by Chun. Face-off now is off to his left. Goes back in behind the goal, and that's Wallace trying to get it out of his own end. Some good moves, trying to find some open lane, and he gets around it. Here comes a chance now. He's going end-to-end with a shot, and it hit the post. He had all the momentum going in with the right moves to take that end-to-end, and the post interrupted the first goal of the game as the left post bails out Callandou on that play. But here comes another shot that's going wide of the glove hand. Trying to tip this out of his own zone, and that's going to go down the ice. Back into the corner, picked up and fired away by Fegan. The pass for Boyce was in his feet as they try and dump it away. Fegan will do that. Toros get it. Crab got a stick on that, on the dump in, as that goes into the corner where Ray goes back there to pick it up. Ray with a lead pass up through center. Falling there was Boyce there at the line and couldn't do anything with it. The Toros are offside as in over the line was Poposky. Bruno will take this draw here for Whitby. That comes back past Dern into the corner from behind the net. Kurtu trying to get to that loose puck around. Connor Scullion was over there as well, but it rolled over his stick. Up through center, Duck was past Laton and back into the corner. Trying to race after it for one more opportunity here in the first period is D. Kaiser. Trying to get it back here to the line. Here comes a shot as that's blocked away by Callandew. That's going to do it for period number 1. The final save of that first period is blocked away by Dew as we go to the second period tied at 0. Ready to drop the puck now for period number 2. The score is still 0-0 on this Garnet B. Rickard Pad B Saturday afternoon game between under 10 AAA Toros and the Whitby Wildcats. As that goes down the ice, that's going to be called for no icing. Back in behind the goal to scoop it up. Trying to get this from his own end. Good job there. Kutu as he fell down. Goes off there to the side. Looking to set this up in front. Good job to hold that in by Savenkins. His shot got blocked. Scullion was in there to try and find it. Lead pass is going to be broken up here by Kutu. Scullion had to wait to stay on side as they sweep it back into the Whitby end. Savenk couldn't hold that. It just hopped over his stick there at the blue line. Lead pass up through center. Here comes Kutu bringing it in. Trying to cut through to the front of the net. Lost control of it, but he'll pick it back up there on the left side. Then he'll get bumped in behind the goal as Scullion tries to help him out to get the puck free. Cop around the boards. Chase Griffin's going to try and hold that in as he's going to try his hardest there on the left side. That puck still in that left corner. Whitby's trying to get rid of it out of the zone. But the Toros keeping it alive. Jace Kutu can't backhand one to the front of the net. Knocked down by Hudson Savink from center, but it's a turnover. Right back in behind the Toros net. That goes where Savink scoops it up. Hudson Savink from his own end. Gets it around his man as that's an lead pass up here for Risbridger. Risbridger had to try and bring it in as the Toros are offside. Up over the line there was Christensen. Here comes Waters to bring this in. He's got to try and get around the defender, and he does. Waters is taking one right to the front of the net as he sends one up in front. He's going to get it back here again, trying to find the bouncing puck. Turns it over to Nathan Christensen, though. Christensen's going to try and find some open ice now. Here's a shot. That gets stopped there and held on to by Chun. Face-off now is off to the right of the goal. Trying to get this up from his own end. They're trying to get it back here right in front of the goal, out of the reach of Ben Christensen as they try and find this loose puck. Here comes a chance for Oliver Hodgins to bring it in. A shot on net is blocked away. Curley is going off to the corner. He's going to get hit there in the boards. Ben Christensen is coming after this to try and get this loose puck now. Christensen is bringing it up over the line and dropping it off for Risbridger. Some nice moves here to try and bring it in. Christensen lost control of it as Waters took it away, trying to dump this back out in front of the net. Risbridger was waiting for a pass out in front of the goal that Ben Christensen couldn't get in front. Here comes a chance to try and get around the opportunity, taken away there by the Toros, as that was number 16 Strong, who was able to knock that down. Bringing it in is Risbridger, trying to cut to the front of the net. Risbridger shot. Nice stop there by Chun, who sticks the glove hand out to make the stop. Face-off is coming off now to the left of Chun, rolling in wide. Osborne's going to try and win this race to the puck. Setting it up in front. Here's Ben Williams with a shot to the net. That's going to get knocked down out in front of the goal and taken away by Whitby. Not out of the zone. Good job to keep it alive. On his own out in front of the goal is waiting for a pass as it couldn't get to him. I believe that was Poposky waiting at the side of the net for a pass. Back here to the line, they try and get there. It's right to the front of the goal. They try and jam it in out in front and gets taken away by Whitby. Still loose to try and dig that puck free. It's in the left corner to try and walk it out. Finally taken away. Trying to tip it past Ben Williams, and Williams was able to hold the line. Now it comes free. Braden Strong back in his own, or Gavin Laton back in his own end. We'll fire this around. That gets past Ray. Here comes a chance to race after this. Doesn't have to go very far. We'll take it from behind his own net, and Chun tried to play it, and he missed it. But luckily for him, it went in behind the goal. Kept in here by Gavin Laton. Laton sets one to the front of the net. Here comes a chance that rolls over the stick. Getting kept in here from the line. As Williams, no, they're going to call that just offside at the blue line. Face-off getting won there by the Toros as Chase Griffin tried to dump it in. That's going over the stick and over here on the other side against Scullion. Put back in behind the net, and it goes for icing. Q2 is now going to take this draw deep in the Whitby end. Trying to win it, but it's a win there by Whitby as they try and dump it out. Chase Griffin holds the line and sends one on goal. Steered off to the left by Chun, back in behind his own net. But the Toros have control of it. That's Scullion trying to walk that out in front for a pass. Kutu's waiting out in front as well as they're trying to jam it in from the side, and Chun is able to hold it up against the post and hold on to it. So another face-off that's coming in the Whitby end to be taken by Q2. Around the boards it goes. Chase Griffin trying to keep it in. He will. Good job, but blocked that on the way through, but it stays in the slot area as the Toros are trying to get a handle on it. It's right here off to the left side, right in front of the goal, taken away. Whitby with the chance to move this up. There's a late pass. That goes tape to tape as he tries to break free, and it rolls wide of the net. Here comes a chance now to backhand it away. Connor Scullion trying to get around Boyce, and he will, but that gets knocked down from center. Scullion gets another opportunity at it. Dump play back in by Crab and behind the goal, and that's going to be Griffin taking it behind the goal. Griffin was almost stripped of it there as they try and throw this out in front of the net, taken away here by the Toros. Connor Scullion will dump this away past Waters down the ice, and it'll go for icing. Face off right here in front of us to be taken by Brund and Ben Christensen. Brund is coming after it here, or Bruno. It's either Bruno or Brund out in front of the net. Lead pass up here for Christensen to try and get around the defender. Ben Christensen, a shot! That might have cut the blocker hand there of Chun as it went behind the net. Here comes another opportunity to keep it in. That's going to try and get kept in here from the line. That one over the stick of Hodgins as he's doing his job to try and get this puck free. Got some nice moves, but was finally taken away off his stick. Here comes a chance to bring it in. All the way up over the line comes Brund. Brund keeps control of it. Trying to get around the defender. I believe that says, Bruno. Bruno there for Whitby. Up through center. Here comes Ben Christensen. Getting up there with Curley. Christensen shot just missed over the blocker hand. Trying to jam it in from the side. And they do! From the side of the net. And the Toros have jumped up 1-0. Aiden Crowley, I believe, is the one sitting at the side of the net who was able to get his last stick on that from the right side of the goal. So Crowley has broken up this 0-0 game, and here comes Whitby to try and answer that. Up over the line was McNeil with a pass, backhand by Petrovic, goes wide of the net. Around the goes, capped in. Still loose here from the side and gets it out. But Osborne coming after it. Ethan Osborne from his own end with a pass over here to the other side. It was Curley who gets the goal. Comes with 7 minutes left to go here in the second period. Up through center comes Whitby from their own line. That goes back in behind the net, and that is going to be an icing call on the Toros. The face-off is coming deep back in the Toros end off to the left now of Callan Dew. and it'll be taken by Bruno for Whitby. Trying to win this battle. As that goes down the ice, Waters has got to skate after it here. He'll pick it up in his own end to try and fire it away. Lead pass again here for Bruno, trying to get it out of his own end. Off the back end boards. Here comes the chance now. Bruno bringing it in. Bruno with some nice moves right to the front of the net, and finally was stripped off his stick at the last moment. Now here comes a chance to keep it in. Aiken from his own zone. Now here comes a chance to dump it in. That's going to get knocked down, and Connor Scullion skips it up. Scullion trying to bring it in with a pass. That one over the stick of Kutu, rolling on net. Stopped there by Chun, who will scoop that up. Face-off is coming in deep by the Whitby end, off to the right of Chun. It's rolling back in behind the net and taken away by Whitby. They'll get an opportunity to skate here with the puck. Up over his own line. He's doing this on his own. It's finally knocked away from him. Here comes a chance now for Anthony Risbridger. Risbridger trying to bring this in, but couldn't fire it. Rolled over his stick before he could fire one to the net. Hodgins will give it a try. Gets it over here to the other side. Braden Strong will keep that in and send one to the front of the goal. Tipped on net and stopped by Chun with the right pad. Trying to get one to the backhand for Strong again. He'll send this one on goal, and that'll get blocked. That leads to a chance for three back up here for Whitby. All the way in, led by Crab. Good job there to hold it in. At the line, Crab has control of it. He's getting some help there with Slusser, but that'll get stripped off his stick, and away comes Risbridger with a pass for Brent Christensen. Christensen moves, and he couldn't shoot it. He was getting right eye-to-eye to the goalie and couldn't fire the target at the net. Here comes a chance to fire it away. Knocked down here by the Toros in their own end as they try and get it around De Kaiser from center. Late pass for Risbridger. Risbridger can't get through. Good job by Hearn. Hearn got enough of his stick on it to make sure Risbridger didn't get one. We're getting our first penalty of the game, and it's going to go to the Toros for body checking. Face-off is off to the left of Dew. Turnaround shot, right pad stop as Dew kicked it out against McNeil. That goes past Fegan down the ice. Chun's going to leave it from behind his own goal for Hearn, who tries to start this out. Late pass was over the stick, and Gavin Latano will get it and send it right back where it came from, back in behind the goal. Whitby will scoop that up now to try and find an open lane to get it out of there. From that left side, it's an opportunity to get it back there for Ben Williams, but Whitby come away with it. Gavin Latano will scoop this up, and it's going to be a turnover there to Petrovic. Petrovic tried to throw it up in front. Latan gets another opportunity to clear. That one will fire in wide past the blocker hand. McNeil with the loose puck. Back here to the line. Trying to find an open lane to get a shot through. It's going to get knocked down by Ben Williams, and Ethan Osborne gets the opportunity to clear it, and he'll send it down the ice. All the way back into the Whitby corner. From behind their own net, he's going to scoop this up and start it out. Going for that late pass. Reading that well, but it went over the stick of Savink. Back into the corner, and this is going to be a Toros break as it goes for icing. 4:14 remains here in period number 2. 47 seconds remains on the first penalty of the game. The Toros lead this one 1-0 on a goal early here in the second by Aidan Crowley. Here comes a chance to try and get this loose puck. They've got two coming in, right into the corner, hit into the boards, trying to get this loose puck. And we're getting a penalty coming up here for the hit in the corner. Two-man advantage now for Whitby with 33 seconds left to go on the first penalty. It'll be a 5-on-3 coming up. The last year looks like he's going to take the draw here for Whitby. Toads win a big draw in their own end. Jace Kutu short-handed. Just got to get the puck and try and dump it. Kutu getting hooked up with no penalty there as he tried to dump it in. Goes back into the corner here. Whitby's going to try and knock on the door here for Leclerc. And here comes another penalty coming up here to the Toros. And then a big hit there off in the corner. Toros got two penalties out of that. One went to Kutu and one went to Braden Strong, I guess, for the hit. The Toros have got 4 now in the penalty box right now. It's going to remain a 5-on-3 for quite a bit. So this could be a turning point here for Whitby if they can capitalize on it. And Bruno's going to take this draw to start off their power play. Drops the puck now. We finally got things sorted out there at the penalty box area. Whitby have a great opportunity now. Waters playing catch with it. Here comes an opportunity to shoot it. Right on goal. Knocked down out of front. The Kaiser shot. Stopped there again by Callandu. Face-off is off to his left. Oliver Hodgins throwing that block shot on the way through. Here comes a chance. Gonna take his time. Move it over here for Waters. Waters a shot. Knocked down by Callandu with a glove hand. But it stays alive. Wrap around this time. And they're gonna stuff it in out in front of the net for Sleason. Out in front of the goal to tie things at 1. Ready to go again here for here in the second period. So Curley made things 1-0, but Sleason has just tied things up. Sleaser, has tied things up for Whitby here on that 2-man advantage. Trying to dump this back in the zone. Walking it from behind the net. What a short-ended opportunity there. Can't jam it in from the side. Here comes a chance to bring it in. He'll bring it right up over the line. Here comes a chance as Wallace takes a shot as that goes through. Keeping this in from the line there with Waters. Trying to get around the defender. He's got DeCapire out in front of the net. From behind the goal. Sleaser was over there as well to try and get the puck free around the boards. It goes, kept in by Whitby. Trying to get around the defender. He gets swept away off his stick. Tripped up, and this is going to try and get kept in here by Hearn, but not going to be able to do it. Dern from his own end will bring it in, and it's offside. Face off on the offside, won by Whitby. Here comes a chance to try and move it up through center. Skating with it is Waters up over the blue line. Good job there to hold it in. Waters a shot. Good block on the way through by Griffin as he takes it behind the goal. Chase Griffin. He hit Waters on the way through to try and dump it out. Back here to the line now for Crab. Crab, shot, good block. There out in front by Ben Christensen. And found by Savink. Fired out past Crab down the ice. Crab gets it from center. We'll drop it back to the line here for Dern now. Dern with the lead pass. He'll bring it up through center for Waters, who's bringing this up over the line. Waters is going to lose it, but McNeil tips it to the side. Petrovic has got it. Back here to the blue line. Tipped away past him. Crab's got to hurry up after it. 5 seconds left to go, and the Toros will kill off this. So they really escaped with without minimal damage as the only goal scorer out of that. All them penalties was Sleaser from the side of the net. But Whitby still coming in. Crab shot. Flagged out of the air by Callandu for a face-off. Now it's going to be Bruno's taking this drop for Whitby. Lalashur will get this and dump it back in behind, taken away by Whitby. Lead pass for Scullion, can't get to it. Lalashur can't get to that loose puck, and now it'll be tipped away. As it got past Fegan, back into their own end goes Ray after the loose puck. Ray with a pass up through center. He's going to try and bring it in with a shot on goal. It's going to miss the net. Going to take a counter here for Lalashur to try and throw it up in front. Taken away here by Whitby. And here comes a Whitby penalty as Dew's going to race to the bench for the extra attacker. 15 seconds left to go here in period number 2 as Whitby are going to touch this up and the Toros get to go to the power play. The Toros will get 15 seconds to work on their power play here. If can't convert, it'll be carried over to the third period for a 1 and 45-second power play. Face-off is off to the left of Chun, won by the Toros. Good job by Hodgins to push it off to the side. Hodgins is going to try and keep it in again with a shot on goal. Going for the redirection and went to his backhand and couldn't tip it. Whitby will clear this away as they'll try and skate this out. As that's Wallace who skates it at center. There goes the buzzer to end period number 2. The Toros open up the scoring in that second period on a goal from the side of the net by Curley. But some penalty trouble and a 2-man advantage for Whitby for Sleaser tied things up at 1. Chun takes his position in the Whitby goal as we're ready to drop the puck now for period number 3. Our final period here at the Garnet B. Rickard for this under 10 AAA game, which has been a tight one between the Toros and Whitby. All the goal scoring coming in the second period. Aiden Curley started it, making it 1-0, and then it was Slesser who tied things up from the side of the net on a power play. So that's where we're going to stand to start off the second period. Aiken is off on the right side as Crab takes a draw for Whitby. And now Crab cuts it off. Crab with a shot. It's going to roll right on net for Dew to make that stop, and he'll hold on to it. Crab's going to take this draw again here for Whitby to try and get it back to the line. Slap to the net by Aiken. That gets knocked down. Aiken trying to hold it in again and couldn't get there. Here comes a chance to try and bring it up through center. He'll try and cut over the line here with a chance to bring it in. Backhand, can't get it through. Capped in here from the line, trying to get a shot through screen is Laton. Just fired it over the net. Osborne trying to jam it in from the side and can't do it. Osborne getting some help behind the goal now. Trying to dump this try back to the line. Aiken will pick that up. Trying to clear this away with a pass. That's going to get picked up here by the Toros from center by Laton, who fires it around. Back into the Whitby end it goes. It's going to be no icing. Aiken from his own end getting pressured on there by Bennett Poposky to try and take the puck away. It's taken away by Osborne out of front, and Poposky couldn't fire the biscuit there. There's a shot. Chun with a big stop, and he's going to cover up his own rebound. Now it's going to be Ben Christensen coming on the ice here for the Toros. He'll take this draw against McNeil. A big offensive draw. 37 seconds left to go on this Whitby penalty as we've played almost 2 minutes here of the second period. Hudson Savink. Savink shot just wide. Coming off the back end boards now. Hard pass off the boards for Savink again. Savink's not going to be able to shoot it, but he's able to throw that one to the goal. Knocked down by Dern. Another opportunity for Savink. He's sticking right to the puck. Right back in behind the goal. Dern is back there to try and put it around the boards. McNeil will send it the length of the ice, and that's going to do it for the power play for the Toros. Dew's going to try and stop this from behind his own net. And try and start this out as here comes a chance now for Dern from his own end. Off the boards, the pass is knocked down, and again found by Petrovic, who's going to put this back into the Toros' end. Petrovic had a second opportunity. This one he'll put deeper from behind the goal. Chase Griffin going after it. Griffin trying to fire it around the boards. It got cut off at the wall. Knocked down here by Wallace from center. He'll send that back in, but it's going to be knocked down by the Toros. Lead pass, getting it up there for trying to get Ben Christensen at center. Got broken up by Wallace. Wallace is in with a shot, hit a stick and went in wide. Stays in play. Trying to tip this out of his own end. He's racing after that loose puck at the penalty box area as he was getting tangled up there with Wallace. Here comes a chance to fire it away up through center. Trying to find that loose puck here and put it in was Savink. Savink a shot. Good knockdown there by Ray. As that's going to get knocked down with a hand pass. The faceoff comes outside the line. Won there by Whitby, and it's Ray scooping it up. Over here to the other side for Wallace, who can't handle the pass, and Scullion couldn't keep it in. Whitby with the other opportunity to try and get it there. Scullion was digging away at it here to try and get it free. Here comes another opportunity going over the stick. That leads to a chance back up the other way. Oh, the pass was broken up by Andrew Hoare. As Hoare went for the pass to try and put it in. They'll try and dump this back in the zone. From behind their own net, they'll try and get this around the boards. Up on that left side, it's going to roll back into the Whitby end. Knocked down here by Aiken, who's going to try and dump it up. We had a injured Whitby player as he's making his way back over to the bench area, as that's Crab, who is holding bent over, making his way to the bench. Back into the Whitby end it goes, or Toros end that goes. Scooped up there from their own zone. Trying to find an open lane to dump it out. That's a trip up there, but there was no penalty on the play. They kept things going here. Toros pick up the loose puck as they try and find an open lane. And it's brought up through center now. Brought up over the line by Oliver Hodgins. Lead pass, knocked down by Bruno from center. Bruno Chance to get free. He's right in on goal. And he can't stuff it in from the side, as Bruno had the great opportunity there for Whitby. He had the wide open cage, just couldn't stuff it in to the open biscuit. There's a shot. That can't tip right to the front of the goal. It's from behind the net. They've got D. Kaiser sitting out in front waiting for a pass. Instead, go back to the line for Waters. Waters can't shoot. Good pressure on there to try and put pressure on him. Back in behind the net it goes. D. Kaiser picks that up. Tried to throw it up in front. It's loose there from the side as they try and dig that puck free. Around the boards it goes here for the Toros as they just try and skate away with it and skate it out of their own end. Fired out as they move it up through center. Couldn't hit Hoare with a pass. Brought up here by Bruno up over the line. Bruno with some nice moves, but is going to lose the puck there on the other side. Trying to dump this out of his own end. That's in offside as Whitby bring it up over the line. Under 10 minutes left to go here in a 1-1 game now. Gavin Laton tried to get that out of his own end. That's going to get kept in by Whitby. Shot to the net. It's going to skip in wide, but it's going to take a Whitby bouncing behind the goal. Trying to throw this up in front for a chance. Waiting for a one-timer right in front, but can't get a pass to him was Crab. Crab is still waiting from that slot area for a pass. That's not going to get to him as the Toros take it away from their own end. Trying to get around the defender as that gets pushed off to the corner. They've got a man sitting out in front. That's Osborne trying to get a pass out there to him. Right in front, just over the stick. Capped in. Here comes a shot. Blocked away by Chun. Rebound, poked wide, right from the side of the goal. As that was Rudnicki who got a stick on that. Trying to walk this out. He's right to the side and can't stuff it in. Osborne is off to the side of the net as both him and Fegan collide. And we're going to get a whistle. As Fegan got hit into the boards, we're going to get some pushing after that. Well, let's scrum out in front of the net. Toros are going to get a power play. Rudnicki went for them, but it was going to be two Whitby players going to the box, so it's going to be a Toros power play. Here comes a chance. Curley hit into the boards by Ray. Lalasher fires out around, kept in by the Toros. Looking for a shot to the net. Knocked down by Wallace. Trying to find an open lane, and it gets out. That's offside as it gets touched up there by Ben Christensen. One there by Whitby. Big face-off win there at their own bench. Trying to dump this in. Risbridger was over there with Christensen. Couldn't get a pass. That goes past Griffin. Back into the corner there. Savink tried to pick it up. From behind their own goal, the Toros will start this out on their power play. Still have a minute and 25 seconds left on it. That's going over the stick here to try and bring it in. Staying on side. Setting it up. Here comes a chance for Ben Christensen, but can't get one to the front of the net. And it gets cleared past Savink. All the way back into the corner. Racing it off into the left side to try and jam it out in front. Taken away here by the Toros as they try and move it in. It went for that late pass for Christensen that got broken up by Ray in their own end. Ray will pick that one up again and he'll dump it in past the Vink into the Toros end. Looking for that stretch pass through center. Trying to get it around Aiken for an opportunity and couldn't get there. Still loose at the other side. There was Ben Christensen. Toros picked this up. Have 40 seconds left to work with. Turnover. Here comes Petrovic to try and do something with the puck. From the behind their own goal, he's going to scoop this up. Toros trying to get this out of their own end and start their power play out here, but hasn't had much success. Haven't had a shot on goal yet on this power play, I don't believe. Here comes a chance to bring it in for Ben Christensen. Christensen can't get one to the front of the net as he was tripped up. Kept in by Oliver Hodgins from the line. Knocked down by Waters though. The lead pass. Here comes McNeil with the loose puck. McNeil with a pass for Bruno who's going to try and catch up to this. Bruno's off to the left side. Back here to the line. Here comes a chance. Waters stepping into one. That's going to get tipped off to the left corner. Whitby picked that back up here again. Going to try and get back here to the line by Bruno out in front. Right to the side and the Toros will take it away. Another opportunity to race up through center. Penalties are over, so Toros have lost their power play and losing an edge there once he reaches the offensive end. As Waters gets it over here for DeKuyper. DeKuyper tried to dump that in. Here comes another opportunity. DeKuyper takes this away with a lead pass. Here comes a chance to try and race after this and tip it in. And good stop there, right in close by Callan as he stops that one and keeps this one tied at 1. Face-off now is coming off to the right of the Toros zone. Trying to win this draw. It's right on net, right off the draw, as it got stopped there by Calendu on that opportunity. Crab is racing off to the left side. Takes his man into the boards as he's back in behind the goal. They've got a man sitting out in front waiting for a pass, as that was Dern waiting for it up in front. They're trying to jam it in against Calendu, and he was able to keep it out. A 4-minute head contact penalty going to Ben Williams out in front of the net on that opportunity. So now it's a Whitby 4-minute power play to try and get their first lead of the game. They capitalized on their last power plays opportunity. That one's going past Wallace though. Wallace from his own end will tip it over with a chance to bring it in for Ray with a lead pass. Just over the stick there, and the Toros will dump that down. Right past Wallace into the corner. Wallace is off to the left side as he tried to do something with the puck. Kicking away off his stick. Good pressure on there by Jace Coutu. Kicking away here by Ray with a lead pass just over the stick of Bruno from the line. Chase Griffin trying to get it out as they will. Looking for this lead pass for Jace Coutu. Coutu couldn't get in short-handed. Now he will, but he'll have to race after the puck. Coutu from behind the net trying to get it around Ray. Wrapped around. Can't stuff it in from the side. Coutu trying to stick to Ray and behind the goal and put on some offensive pressure here. Jace Coutu finally swept off his stick. Late pass here up through center. They're going to look for a pass for D. Kaiser over his stick. Back into the corner it goes. A chance to fire this around, and that'll come out. Knocked down here from center by Aiken, who's going to try and put it in. De Kaiser helps him out as he tips it in over the line. Shot on goal is going to skip in past the left post and kept in by De Kaiser. De Kaiser tried to throw that in front, wrapped around the boards for an opportunity to keep that in, as Osborne did his best to try and get rid of it. Couldn't do it. Bruno shot way over the mark, taking it from behind the goal, trying to jam it in from the side, and Toros didn't want that happen. De Kaiser trying to do something from his butt and couldn't do that from behind the goal to try and get it out. We're getting another Toros penalty coming up for the trip out in front of the net. Thought it was a Toros penalty, but it was going to Whitby for holding. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey then, or 5-on-5 hockey. Nope, 4-on-4. 4-on-4 for the 2 minutes at least. And then a 14-second power play will happen for Whitby. Oliver Hodgins tried to dump that in. Good job again by Hodgins as he knocked it down. Aiken from his own end. The late pass was over the stick of De Kaiser. De Kaiser trying to do something here. Lost control of it. Whipped it on goal. And De Kaiser scores as De Kaiser was able to spin it around and put it in past Calendu to give Whitby their lead at 2-1. Here comes a chance to win this draw. We're under 5 minutes left to go now. Whitby is now holding their first lead of the game. Waters will come after this puck. Waters will go for that pass up the center. Not going to get there. Now picked up by Aiken, who tried to put it in. Aiken was off the right side behind the goal now. Trying to get this from his own end. It's a late pass. It's going to get knocked down here from center as they try and dump it in. Racing after the puck here. Trying to bring it up over the line there was Rednicki. We're getting a penalty coming up to LaSure for hooking. Face-off now is coming off to the right now of the Whitby end. Trying to win that draw. It's still loose. Ben Papaski drops it back here to the line. Trying to keep this in. Here's a shot on goal. Redirected. Stop by Chun. Loose puck from the side. They score! From the side of the net. The Toros have tied things up at 2 apiece. Sitting at the side of the net and cashing it in was Bennett Poposki, who ties things up at 2. Pots one right into the back of the net, and we are tied here at 2 on that power play goal. That goes out and out of play. Face-off is coming off to the right. Here comes a quick shot. Stopped by Cowan-Dew. Can't find the rebound from the side, and the Toros tried to help him out. Hodgins couldn't get the wraparound. Right pass stopped by Dew, but Whitby looking to get that goal wiped off. Here comes a chance. Trying to flip it away. Knocked down on the front. Cowan-Dew went to go get a stick as they almost fired one to the empty net. Dern from his own end. Dern's pass is broken up. Looking for the lead pass. Now Dew can get a stick. Here comes a chance. Right in. Scores! Jace Couture! Sorry. Yeah, that is Couture who fired that in. No, Rudnicki, number 93. Whoever it was, that was a shot on goal that went up and over the blocker hand of Chun. A big goal gives the Toros their lead back at 3-2. That is Couture, number 93, so that goal's going to go to him. What a perfect shot. Put that up and over the blocker hand of Chun. And just like that, just when the Toros thought their lives were over after that power play goal to make it 2-1, they get a power play goal of their own, scored by Bennett Poposky, and then Jace Couture with a perfect shot with 2:40 left. Put it up and over the shoulder of Chun. Rolled on net, stopped there by Dew. Back in behind the goal. Trying to do something with the puck. Rolled again. Right pad stop. Quick like a cat on that one. Kicked it out. Tried to find that loose puck from center. Lead pass. Broken up against Couture. Couture trying to bring this in. He's going to lose the puck. Kept in here from the line. Going to look to send one to the front of the goal. Savink can't shoot it. Hudson Savink gets it back. Backhand, it's going to go wide. Right back in behind the goal again. Knocked down here by Rudnicki. Ben Rudnicki with a shot on goal. That's getting stopped by Chun, who's going to hold on to it. The Toros, I guess, got a penalty for the extra shot. Trying to dig that puck out in front of the net. They might have got an unsportsmanlike for digging at that. That goes down the ice. Back into the corner. And we'll get a whistle. We've got 1-1 on the scoreboard, but we've got 3-2 here in the game though. They just haven't changed the scoreboard. The Toros, with 2 late goals, have their lead, but they've still got a minute and 58 left to try and kill off. Trying to dump this away through center. He's coming up with some speed. Short-handed, shot! Fired out past Chun. Coming in off their own end. Picked up from their zone by Aiken. The lead pass was just over the stick of Bruno from center. Up here for Connor Scullion now. Scullion will skate this in up over the line. He's got to get around Waters for the opportunity as he puts it in behind. De Kuiper tried to get that and couldn't do it. De Kuiper thought he had the game-winning goal. He scored a good one for Whitby that put them up 2-1 before the Toros scored back-to-back goals, one by Poposky and one by Jace Couture. Bruno from center. Coming up over the line. Off goes Chun to the bench for the extra attacker. Last minute of play, it'll be a 2-man advantage with the penalty. There's a shot that gets stopped by Dew. It's off to that right corner. Trying to jam it in the front, and they score from the side of the net as Whitby are able to snap that in with the extra attacker and beat Callan Dew to tie things up at 3. Face off now here from center. One here by Whitby. Aiken will backhand this way. Hudson Zavink is going after this. Savink from his own end to try and tip it out. That got kept in there from the line by number 7, Crab, trying to dig away at the loose puck. 30 seconds left to go here in the game. And Whitby with the pressure, trying to get that lead. Crab will tip it off to the corner. Back in behind the net it goes. The Toros take it away. Here comes a chance to skate away with it. With Chun back in the net. Here comes a chance to bring it through. He's going right in on goal, end-to-ender for Ben Christensen. Drops it off, can't shoot one. Christensen's got it back. 10 seconds left. He's going to lose it to Bruno. As Bruno looks for the final opportunity here for Whitby. He's got to get around Gavin Laton to do it. And Laton pushes him wide. That's going to do it here for the game. And these two teams are going to finish the way they ended their last game in a 3-3 tie. And what a ending that was to this game. De Kaiser was able to put Whitby up 2-1 before the Toros got their power play goal by Pennant Poposki. A nice shot by Jace Kutu put them up 3-2, but with the goalie on the bench and a power play, Whitby tied things up at 3, and that's how we're going to end things. Thank you for watching on a Saturday afternoon. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.